Brisbane Broncos Season Review 2023. Where did it go wrong in the grand final? Absolutely had it done with 20 minutes to go. Should have won. Adam Reynolds must be shaking his head. Ezra, Reece Walsh, were they just celebrating too early and they forgot about the maestro Nathan Cleary? Yes, the Brisbane Broncos Season Review 2023 was an outstanding campaign, but Kevin Walters finally loses in a grand final. He's never lost as a player, but he lost it as a coach, and he must be feeling gutted because it's the first time he's ever lost a grand final. So that will be burning hard for him in the off-season, I believe, and might push them towards a premiership. But whether they get back to the promised land, as we've seen a lot of times, it seems hard to get back-to-back outside of Penrith. So let's have a look at the Brisbane Broncos. Best player was Payne, Haas, that was pretty obvious. Rookie of the Year, Tristan Sailor. And again, where does he fit into the team? Because Rookie of the Year, well, I don't know, it must be about how many games you play, because he's not that young, Tristan Sailor. He's about 23, 24. Yeah, the completion rate was 76%. The points for 27. They're the top of the comp in terms of attack. But, well, equal top. And defensively, 17. So very good. They're very good. The second best team, obviously, on stats, and that's where they ended up. Carrigan, 758 tackles, so not high at all. So obviously they share the tackling around this team. Adam Reynolds, very good season, 212 points, and top try scorer Salon Cobo with 20. Yes. I was expecting improvement from the Broncos this season, but to win it, they didn't win it, but to get to the grand final, I was not expecting that. But obviously, Reece Walsh signing was absolutely key for this team. He's gone to a new level, but he was very quiet in the game they made at the grand final. Very, very quiet. He came to alight for a little bit, but he was very quiet most of this game. But disappointing. But obviously the most improved player, Ezra, absolutely outstanding. Absolutely, in that grand final, he got those 3 tries. And, well, probably would have got man of the match. But, as we know, that's all newspaper now, because Nathan Cleary came back and saved the day. Yes, Nathan Cleary saved the day, and poor Broncos, they are crying into their sleep. But yes, but look positives. Payne, Haas, Fledger, Carrigan, all gone to another level. Consistent, all now state of origin, consistent players. Farnworth and Staggs were lethal this season. They're losing Farnworth and Fledger. That's going to be big, big, big. Now Corey Oates, does he come back in the team? He had a bit of a struggling year. He decided to resign, or does Tristan Sailor come in? I think at the moment you obviously got Jesse Arthurs and probably go straight in, but will Jesse Arthurs go to centre? That's going to be another question mark there, is what they do there. Does Tristan Sailor come in? I believe Tristan Sailor should come in, but that's not the thing. But Reece Walsh, well, a bit of a turmoil season for him, up and down. Obviously getting Queensland selection, but then absolute, come on folks. This was the biggest joke of the year. This was the biggest circus, the biggest charade of the year. Reece Walsh saying he did not say anything to the ref. He was spraying at his own players. This was an absolute comical judiciary. I can't believe he even tried all this thing. David Fafita slips up in the judiciary. But to say that he wasn't spraying the ref was absolute rubbish. Absolute complete rubbish. And he should have got more. He should have got more just to be said, we know you lied. You clearly lied. Here you go. You should have had a few more weeks off. That's what I would have done. It just seems to be now they get soft. They've got softer lately. I don't know why. If it's some sort of legal thing, but I really think they could have made more of an example. Reece Walsh, he only got slapped on the wrist. He only got slapped on the wrist with the cocaine. So it's Valentine Holmes now. And let's add to the list Cameron Munster, Brandon Smith, and the other player. I don't even know if he's still playing. But so all these players in in that Storm team. I mean, we've had it in the past, Sonny Bill, with their stuff, with the party pills as well. I mean, it's really just one of those things. It's very disappointing, and Reece Walsh continues to be allowed to get away with all his rubbish. Absolute rubbish, folks. Yes. But let's see, Keenan Paliasina, who's gone. He's really improved this season. Kobe Henrington. But I have to get a shout out to Billy Walters, because everyone was saying he shouldn't be in the team for his death. But he played brilliant. Absolutely brilliant football this season. But unfortunately in the final, another one who went a little bit missing or was a little disappointing. Billy Walters. But apart from that, he had it's the same as Reece. Well, they have very good seasons. Very good seasons. Very impressive. You can say most players on this team had a very good season. There wasn't too many disappointing ones. Maybe you could say Jordan Ricky hasn't probably gone to the level you'd expect. If you want to put someone in a bit of pressure, you probably say that. Obviously, Corey Oates not making the squad, but it's a very good squad. So having him in the background, you can't complain about having players in the back, and it's always good to have players like that, because not many teams have that option. So, so the Broncos have the nucleus of their team for 2024. So nothing more than a grand final will be sufficient for this team. They have to make the grand final again in 2024. But the problem is there's only 2 teams out of 17 that can make it. Penrith have been consistent for the last 4 years. Whether that continues, time will tell. But it's hard to stay at the top for long for most clubs, because there's always clubs coming up and you just get injuries, and that's the end. And it seems to be something that Penrith have been able to manage. When they've had Cleary all the way up, they've had a player like a Jack Cogger, Jamin Salmon. Now they've got Brad Snyder. They've always, they had Sean O'Sullivan as well. They just have been able to pick players up for cheap. They can do a role when needed, when players are out on Origin. And they've always been able to do that nicely. The Canberra Raiders had it in Sam Williams a long time ago, just able to just pop in every time they needed him. But he wasn't really used much, but he was a very handy player to bring in at Origin time. And that's what has been one of the consistent things. But is the cookie about to crumble, or the Penrith Panthers? Spencer Lena and Stephen Crone, we keep saying that they're going to crash and burn, but don't forget Taylor May's going to come back. But I will talk about that in the final one, the Penrith one, and then obviously into the next one. But anyway, that is the Broncos season review. Outstanding. Well done, Kevin Walters, for making the grand final. But it's going to be a tough road ahead to continue that success and go to the next level. Losing Fledger and Herbie Farnworth will be a bit of a loss. Fledger especially, but really much, it was very much a promising season for you Broncos fans, and hopefully you'll see them in the grand final in 2024, but it's going to be a long road ahead to do it again. Thank you for joining me at the Barry Charles Footy Show. Remember to like and subscribe and share all for all your friends. Have an awesome day out there.